Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast coming up next. We got KC Cazana in the building. NWA. Let's go.
Your mindset heading into Sunday.
We didn't come here to play games. We are the champions.
Yeah.
And nobody is taking these belts from us.
You want the best? You're looking at her. This ain't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. Welcome to the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast. We are the champions of wrestling talk. Up next on Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle, NWA star KC Cazana is in the building. You don't want to miss this? Stay tuned.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Yes, we was having a little bit of ticky difficulties, but we on it right now. We on
technical.
We on it.
He meant technical.
Yeah,
He's old. He's old. He can't say his words right. He meant technical.
It's all good. It's all good. But we got KC Cazana in the building. My bro's gonna lead off the conversation. I'll be right back. So you take it away, bro.
Always running away, man.
Wifey duties. I'll be right back.
So how did it feel to see an AI reporter saying your name?
I think it said it right. It's like the first AI thing that ever said it right.
And it's crazy because a lot of times, like, you have to like teach this thing how to say stuff. And this is actually our first time using an AI generated reporter to open up the show for us by saying the wrestler's name instead of us coming in after like a intro and then saying the name.
Yeah, like every AI that ever happens is always like KC Cazana. Cazana. It's always Cazana, not Cazana. It's Cazana. But like this, like that was one of the first times it said it right. Like one of like three, I guess. You have to type it like I guess a certain way for it to say it a certain way. I don't know. AI's over my head.
My boy over here, he's the tech guru. I do a lot of the stuff based off the stuff that he teaches me.
It sounds like sometimes I gotta teach AJ about this technology every now and again, because he's about 32 years old, so he doesn't understand any of this technology. So like I'm the one that has to teach him everything. And I don't even understand it myself.
I was just about to say, you said that you didn't understand it, so it looks like you're trying to get an understanding of all this stuff before you can teach your brother.
Yeah, it takes me about a month, and then AJ will catch up. I just updated my phone. I just updated my iPhone from I was like on iOS like 17.
Oh boy, you're way behind.
And now I was chilling. I liked it. It was simple. And now I got this like see-through glass crap on my phone. I don't even know what it is.
Yep.
Everything's switched. I don't like change.
That iOS has been in, I want to say since July or August when that update came through for the iOS, for the new iOS.
Yeah, I haven't. I just went from 17 to 26. I don't like it. I didn't update my phone. I was like, this is I don't need it updated. So it's fine.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to. I'm still finding new little things from the new iOS that I haven't seen. I'm like, oh, what is this? One thing I do notice is that both you and your brother are extremely goofy. That's just like running the family?
I guess. I'm just me. I was never this is a funny hang on. I was never this like goofy growing up. I was always the quiet kid. I always just wanted to be in my own bubble. I still want to be in my own bubble. But like I went on a trip in the 8th grade to Washington, D.C. I left the quiet kid that I didn't want to do anything. I come back. Now I'm jumping off the walls. I'm goofy, out there. I'll put it out there. Apparently, Washington, D.C. does wonders for people. And now I act like I just don't care what people think about me. You can either like me, hate me, love me. I really don't care. I'm going to live my life the way I want to. Life's too short to take it so serious. Hell, it's everybody's first time on Earth. Why are we acting like we've been here 3-4 times? It's everyone's first time on Earth.
You heard it here first, people. Philosophy from KC Cazana.
Alex Warren. Shout out Alex Warren, my favorite artist. That's his song title, First Time on Earth. I was like, I'm stealing that. Because it is everyone's first time on Earth.
Hey, I was just telling him, bro, that he's just as goofy as his brother is. I was wondering if it ran into in the family. And he's saying he was the quiet one.
Oh yeah, really. So let me ask you this. So what made you come out of your shell? Like what was it professional wrestling? Washington D.C. What was it about?
I just told the story.
Okay.
I was really quiet. I was a really quiet kid when I was in the 8th grade. I didn't really want to do anything. I was considered semi-popular by the popularity standings. I was the quarterback for the middle school football team, so I kind of had that kind of cred. But I still wasn't like over with everybody. And then after Washington, D.C., I finally became more outspoken, more goofy, and just wanted to be the center of attention. And then therefore I became popular, I guess, in the kids' terms. And now I'm me. I told your partner, I was like, I don't care if you like me, love me, hate me, despise everything I do. I'm going to live my life the way I want to because it's my first time on Earth, just like everybody's. And so I think life is too short to take so seriously.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Life is too short. You know what I mean? I believe live your life and do everything how you see fit, whatever you're comfortable with. But let me ask you this though. Being a professional wrestler, you have to be some sort outgoing.
Now I am. So, I was always like, the quiet kid. Now I'm 23, not caring what people think about me. One of the youngest talents in the NWA. Probably the best looking and probably the best talent under the age of 25 in the NWA.
So there's nobody.
They make these lists. These lists about wrestlers under 30, right? And it's just based off popularity. I don't think people look at talent. I don't think people look at how you cut promos, how you work inside the ring. I think it's just, hey, I like this guy. Let's put him on a list. That's apparently how all lists are made.
Well, a lot of times too, when I see these lists being made, it's all according to how the content creators that are making the list or whatever. It's all according to what they like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just saw this list, and I know this makes all the lists go out the window because this person, whoever the group of people are, put my buddy's 2 kids on the list after they did a spot with me and my buddy. And they put his kids on the list, and they are both under the age. One's 18. The other one's like 10. And then he put I think his wife is on the list, and she doesn't even wrestle. So it's like, it just goes to show people are just putting stuff out there, not even doing research.
That's interesting.
I'll shoot on the whole list thing. I'll do it.
Do it.
I think
we love a good shoot promo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an opinion. My personal opinion is lists don't mean nothing. They're just there for the smart marks to think that they're doing something in the world. Like, the only list I would take in consideration is the PWI, because they actually do their research. Like, me and AJ, I think we were ranked number 92 in top 100 tag teams in the whole world. I think the whole world, or United States, one of the two. But, like, I take, because they look at everything. They look at who we've beaten, what titles we've held. These other lists that are like, hey, let's I'm this person that sits in a basement that probably smells like body odor, and I'm just going to put a list of people in here that I personally like. I saw Tyler Shoup, one of my good friends, go, I want to make a list of top 25 or top 100 indie wrestlers that looks like they need to go to the gym. Because the list I saw these people on the list, I was like, none of these guys, like, I don't think they want it as bad as I do, is how I'm going to put it. That's where I'm going to leave it at that before I start hurting feelings.
Nah, I think what you're saying is factual, because, like, the really honestly speaking, the list that really matters is the PWI. I mean, let's be for real. The PWI 500 matters a lot. Now, I'm gonna give you a teeny wee bit pushback. There are some lists out there that are from credible sources that do make a lot of sense, but a lot of the lists, but a lot of those lists are kind of like based off of the PWI. You know what I'm saying? Like, the PWI gave the template, and then a lot of these other guys that have some credibility within the business, they'll look at the PWI and say, okay, this is how you map out a proper list, and then that's when they'll go in on a list. And then if you look at the PWI and their list, it looks fairly similar, but kind of, maybe a few of the wrestlers on the PWI is not on their list, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
I think I saw a list of top 1,000 indie wrestlers in the United States.
Wow.
And you know what's funny?
What?
Me and AJ didn't make the list.
That's what did I just say? That's what I just said. See?
We had people that we've beaten make the list over us. So that's where the list thing just goes. Like, it's just a base of opinion, unless it's the PWI.
It really is a based on the opinion, It really is, But like I said, like, PWI is probably, if not the most credible list you could possibly have, and look at and really know where you're standing as far as a professional wrestler, So you definitely have point on that. Yeah. I want to talk about your family history. We got into it with your older brother, and he told us a lot of things. So from your perspective, being the younger brother, your family legacy in professional wrestling, what is your perspective?
Well, when I was younger, I didn't know anything about my family legacy in wrestling. I always went to shows with Dad. AJ got to catch Dad when he was in the prime of his career. And so for me, I got to catch Dad more on the tail end of his in-ring wrestling career and more of his promoting career, if that makes sense.
Right.
So from when I was growing up, I always, like, didn't know anything. Everyone would tell me, like, my last name means something, especially in Knoxville, Tennessee. It means something. I'm just like, I don't get it. I just think it's a name. And then I get into wrestling. Like, I wasn't going to wrestle. I think that's all wrestlers, but I wasn't going to wrestle. I obviously played college football. I played at Tusculum University, and I wanted to obviously go pro, which I knew I wasn't good enough to go pro. Like, don't get me wrong, I came to that realization I was not that good. Practice squad, maybe. But playing on an NFL Sunday night, probably not. And so I had to then look at my options. I was like, well, AJ's wrestling, and he's doing a really good job. I always enjoyed going to it. Like, I did a clinical class where I was able to pick what I wanted to do for sports management, which is my degree. And so I picked, I'm going to just job shot on my dad. When it comes to wrestling, and that's when I got around it. I like the booking, the telling the stories, And then I recently just got into training people, which that place shut down. I don't want to talk about that place right now because they owe me money. Anyways, but I figured out I enjoy training. And so like I want to put my efforts into training people, but I'm only going to be 3 years in March is when I'll be 3 years into professional wrestling. But
Wow.
I'm going on a tangent. I'm back to my family. I didn't know really what it is until I was told, hey, your great grandfather used to draw thousands of people at the Knoxville Amphitheater in Chihowie Park. And then I finally did my own little research. I'm like, okay, maybe we are famous. Maybe we do got a good last name. But I think it's really dope because I don't know if AJ said, but I argue that we are fourth generation superstars. We had our great grandfather. My grandmother, she might not have wrestled, but she was in the ticket office.
Yeah,
so
he did mention that. He mentioned that.
And then our dad, then us. So we're arguably fourth generation wrestlers. One of only few fourth generation wrestlers in the world. And so just being a part of that just makes me want to do more in wrestling. It makes me want to go see if I'm good enough to keep up with all these other people.
Yeah.
That's it for that tangent.
No, it wasn't a tangent at all. We just wanted to get your perspective because, like, we heard it from your older brother, then we wanted to hear it from you. What was your perspective?
He'll remember. My memory is not the greatest in the world, so he'll remember more of the dates and everything. I just remember the stories. I just remember what my dad tells me. Like, allegedly, like I probably could look it up if it's true. My great grandfather, John Cazana, put on Hogan and Andre before WrestleMania 3.
Wow.
And what John Cazana Promotions was, Ron Fuller bought it from my great grandfather, John Cazana. Somebody bought it from Ron, and then Jim Cornette bought it from that somebody to turn it into Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Wow.
So therefore, Smoky Mountain Wrestling was John Cazana Promotions at one time.
Wow. You're getting your history lesson, folks. For those of y'all that are watching right now, y'all getting your history lesson because I didn't even know that. In fact, I know I didn't know that because that's before my time. So I know I didn't know it. I didn't know that. Man, that's history. That is history.
We're going on 100 years of wrestling in the Cazana family.
Wow.
We're like, I think 5 years away from 100 years or something like that. I don't know the exact year. But we're close.
Wow. So let me ask you this. Have you guys worked with Jim Cornette since, you know what I mean?
Me and AJ have worked with Corny, but not as wrestlers. We worked with them as Joe's kids.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, Dad put on a show for my local high school team to raise money in 2016, and we, lucky enough, got Jim Cornette and the Rock and Roll Express to come in, which Dad's really good friends with all of them. And that's like my first experience I had with the Corny, but he talks nothing good about us on his podcast. So that's always, he forever and always will be Uncle Corny. But we just did a show in Lexington, Kentucky for Appalachian Mountain Wrestling that we are currently the tag champions for. And there was a guy dressed, there was a fan cosplayed as Jim Cornette, and it looked oddly similar to Jim Cornette.
Wow.
And so I think Dad emailed him that picture and Cornette popped for it. But we have not, because Jim Cornette, he makes more money driving 10 miles than I do driving 100. So he don't want to leave his house. You don't want to leave, where is it? I can't remember where he's from. Louisville. You don't want to leave Louisville.
What do you mean, Louisville, Kentucky?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember him saying something like that. Let me ask you a question. So, I seen a video of you guys recently on TV, and y'all had somebody that was dressed similar to Jim Cornette. Is that the same guy y'all was talking about?
Yes, that's that. Yes, that's the part. Yeah, that picture we took.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, look just like him.
Yeah, he had the tennis racket and everything. It was you guys. Then it was a guy that was like the Sanders, like Colonel Sanders.
That's our father. That's the NWA president. So if you can show him some respect, that'd be all right.
Oh, okay. So that's really your dad. I didn't know that.
That's our pops. Yes, sir.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
man.
that.
Hey, and with Billy Corgan away right now, he done took over NWA.
Our
Oh,
father, Joe Cazana, is the NWA president, not just a territory president. We run that.
oh, shit. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Cause when you showed me the Funko Pop, I said, wait a minute, but that's similar to the guy that I see in the picture, and I didn't even know that was. Now I could piece everything together, and it makes sense. It makes sense because, bro, I watched the show, bro, and I don't remember anything of them being mentions of their father besides what they say when we talk to both of them.
It was either
He is really
last
our
week's
dad.
episode or the week before last is when it was right after. It was the episode after the Thrill Billy won the championship, where they started the show out with all the wrestlers in a room, and the Cazana family is standing on a stage, and they're saying that they have taken over NWA.
Okay,
Billy,
so
Billy's on tour in like Iceland or something. So he ain't got no connection to the outside world, what's happened over here in the States. And so Colonel is what they call him. What the NWA, I think he's just dad. So dad took it upon himself, which we had our lawyer present. If you watch the vignette, we had our lawyer present, and he said that since Billy Corgan is away, Joe Cazana is officially the NWA president.
Oh, all right. So now it makes sense because I did see a video. There was a video of you guys. Y'all was walking. It looked like a club type of atmosphere that you guys was walking.
That's the territory office.
Oh, okay.
That's Joe Cazana's personal territory office.
Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you didn't mention this, I wouldn't still know because it's not like it's actually said on TV. Like, it might have been some like sprinkles of hints. So if you don't pick up on it, then you're not going to know. So now when you say that, now I connect everything and understand.
I'm pretty confident Dad did say I am the acting president of the NWA.
No. I remember hearing something like that. I'm just talking about I didn't make the connection that was your father on film on TV with you guys.
Yes,
I didn't make that.
That's my dad.
Yeah, I didn't make that connection. I thought it was somebody that was playing your manager because and I'm gonna say this too. Your dad, the outfit resembles one guy that I remember clearly as a kid. And I told your brother, Colonel Robert Parker. Colonel Robert Parker. Oh, you don't know Colonel Robert. Your brother would. Colonel Robert Parker used to dress in the same outfit, and he used to manage Bunkhouse Buck, Terry Funk. He managed.
Not Jimmy. Talking about Jimmy Golden.
That's his name. That's his real name.
That's what he wrestled as in the Tennessee area. He was Jimmy Golden.
Okay. No, I didn't know that. I know him. I know him as Colonel Robert Parker. That's how I know. That's how I know him.
Talking about Bunkhouse Buck. Bunkhouse Buck is Jimmy Golden.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you talking about the wrestler, then I knew. I think I know that part.
I know too much about that Golden family. I don't want to. I hate them.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's how I thought was the whole connection.
We wrestled the Good Brothers in Kentucky. We finally got Boss Hogg, which is what we were like, what Dad wanted, but Boss Hogg got his outfit from Dad. I just want to let that be known.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going more Boss Hogg, but everywhere we go, because I guess Dad looks just like Colonel Sanders. which Colonel Sanders obviously got his look from Dad. Same thing with Doug Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents. The creator called Dad up, was like, "Hey, can I use this?" Dad said, "Absolutely, just give me money." Dad got paid.
Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, now I can make the whole connections now when I see that now, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't know. Like, so now when you say that, now I see it. So yeah. But yeah, that's damn, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, bro. That all came to fruition a couple episodes ago. Like, well, I knew that was your dad, but
Well,
the
you
president
kind of should
thing.
have told me before we got on the show. That
Hey,
would be
people,
I thought
nice.
you.
I
mistake
know.
Dad.
Huh? What'd you say?
People have mistaken my brother for my own father.
They
Oh
met.
boy.
We were at a show in Nashville, Tennessee, and they walk up and go, "Is that your dad?" Talking about AJ.
Oh boy.
And I go, "I don't know if that's a compliment for me or a compliment for AJ. I think it's an insult for AJ because it's saying he looks way older than what he is." I go, "No, ma'am. That's just my big brother." They go, "No, it ain't." AJ's been mistakenly, "Hey, you're KC's dad," at least 3 times. A
Well,
minimum of 3.
Well, like I said, I had no idea. It would have been nice though if I got cued in. So then you know what I'm saying, I don't look like a dunce on camera. It would have been nice
I
because
had nothing to do with that. I thought you knew. I thought you knew.
No, I did not, bro. That's why I was confused when he was showing me the Funko. I was like, he got a Funko Pop with Colonel Sanders. I had no idea. If I knew, I'd be like, oh shit, that's your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Looks just like Dad. There was another one that was a custom made one. I don't know how well you can see it. It's custom made where he's on a buffed body.
Okay.
Now, Joe Cazana now. This was Dad back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Now I got one more question, and I'm gonna pass it back to Doug. Has the actual people that have Colonel Sanders actually hit y'all up and said anything to you about the whole thing? No?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because the only reason why I asked that, because I know, like, what they call it, intellectual properties and stuff like that. They might say something and there's something.
Well,
something
Dad
like
has a full goatee. He don't have a little mustache and a little happy trail. He has the full goatee.
Yeah,
so
that is true. That is true. So that separates everything. Yeah, that is
and
true.
Dad wears a cowboy hat. And I don't think Colonel Sanders has ever worn a cowboy hat.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't. As far as I know, he definitely has. I haven't seen one, but yeah. But yo, that is super cool. That is super cool. So you guys, basically you guys travel on the road together and everything.
Well, Dad he still works a daytime job, and so he really can't come on the road with us as much as we want him to. But we don't really need him to because he's only there for the big ones. He goes, he says, boys, y'all can go take it out there on their own. You don't need me. But now when we wrestled the Good Brothers in Lexington, he was like, I don't trust them. They're Good Brothers. So let me come up there and make sure y'all do things, by the book.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Go ahead, Doc.
So you a football player, huh?
Was once upon a time ago.
So you mentioned earlier that you were a quarterback in 8th grade. Now I'm assuming by seeing how big you are now, you transitioned to, let me guess, offensive line.
How fat do you think I am?
I mean, because you could have lost weight when you got into wrestling.
These hands right here have never dropped a pass a day in their life.
Tight end.
I was a tight end fullback.
H-back. Is that what they call him these days? H-back?
Sure. I was an F. We called him F.
So I asked your brother this, and I'm gonna ask you, who's the real UT?
University of Tusculum, where I played.
Hey, hey, there you go.
But
I'll
hey, the
take
real
that.
UT is Vols. I'll put it out there. That's Tennessee Vols.
It is not.
You see this? Thumb down.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's just disrespectful. How does Stephen A. Smith? So disrespectful. I don't
Hey,
even like Stephen A. Smith.
Texas is overrated. Have you seen Arch Manning? Overrated.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Even though, hey, my uncle did play with Peyton, though. He did play with Peyton.
Hold on. Your uncle played at Tennessee. I'm not saying UT. I'm gonna say Tennessee. And he played with. So, what position?
He was Peyton's center for the first 2 years of Peyton's career.
That is awesome. So, have you got to meet Peyton?
I have. That's Uncle Peyton.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
There's
that is dope.
The Saloon 16 bar that Peyton owns in Knoxville. When it opened up, there's a moonshine named after my uncle at that bar.
Wow.
It's
awesome.
The Big Chevy Moonshine. My uncle's name was Big Chevy. He drove Papaw's old red Chevy truck every day, not every day, but like up to Knoxville when they went. But he was, what's funny is, my uncle would have went to Alabama. I found this out. My uncle went to Alabama, and when Alabama called, my mama answered the phone, and she was like, "Hey, his name was Jeff Smith?" Like, "Hey, is Jeff Smith? Is Jeff around?" He was downstairs in the basement. Mama said, "No, he ain't here." And so then Coach Fulmer called. Mama wanted him to go to Tennessee, so here he is. He was Tennessee. Paid with Peyton for 2 years. We got to go to the Peyton Manning room when it was very exclusive in Tennessee. It was one of the only places at the time I went that served alcohol. And in that room, it had his college locker. It also had his Super Bowl 50 jersey with his cleats in it. I think when he won not Dallas, in Indianapolis too, the jerseys were there. But we got to go there, and because my uncle, I think he was an All-American for at least 2 years. And so every time we go to Tennessee games, I always want to go with my uncle because he gets us into the Letterman Club, which is like you go right downstairs, right on the field, right next to the locker room. This is I don't know if my buddy will get in trouble for this, but I won't say his name. Whenever I was playing ball, I was a junior in high school. I needed some football cleats, and so Dad hit up. We know the one of the equipment managers for Tennessee. And so he hit him up and was like, "Hey, my son needs some cleats." Next thing you know, guess what came in the mail?
Cleats.
Beautiful checkerboard bottom cleats with a big T on them. They're downstairs. Those things, they didn't last me through the season though. Because they get like 15 different cleats they can wear every game. I had the same pair to play ball in for at least, I think we went to the third round or fourth round. So I played with them for 14 games. And by the 14th game, I couldn't use them. I had to use a different pair. But we got the hook up with that. But yeah, our uncle played with Peyton. And so, like, what's funny is my dad remembers Peyton when he was in college before he was famous. And he told me the story. It was like, yeah, him and your uncle were just driving down the street. And next thing you know, we hear, "Hey, Joe." Dad turns. It's just right to my dad from Peyton. Then mom would always, because they lived in Knoxville at the time before we moved over to the ranch, and they were like, Mom goes, people make people, mark out over Peyton Manning. I washed his underwear. And so Mom took a lot of the football players' laundry. So she did Peyton's laundry before Peyton was anybody.
So you call him Uncle Peyton, you've met the man, you know the man, and you gonna call his nephew overrated? Or is it just because he didn't go to Tennessee?
Have you seen him play?
He's looked great the past few weeks. What are you talking about?
He picked Texas when he knew he
That's
would
what it
ride the
is.
bench 2 years. When he could have came anywhere else and been an immediate starter, or at least second string for 1 year. But he wanted to go pick Texas. Out of all the teams, Texas. Not even a real SEC school.
There it is. That's what it's about.
Not
Hey, so Georgia recruited him. He didn't go to Georgia. Alabama recruit. Now I will say this: he probably would have went to Tennessee if Tennessee didn't have that Nico kid, who also had went there, and then Nico left. And money.
It's all about money. NIL ruined college football.
I'm not going to argue with you about that because
watch. After Ole Miss gets eliminated from the playoffs, watch how many players enter the portal and go to LSU. Watch.
I will not argue with you about that.
I read this. Lane Kiffin has $25 million of NIL money they can just throw around.
Can you imagine having NIL money when I was in school, let alone when my partner was in school, because that dude was in school a long time ago. And
they started NIL when I was in college. On my last 2 seasons, they just started NIL. But no one knew it was going to be literally the NFL. It's on net. It's teaching how to go to the NFL. Apparently, that's how I look at it. I'm going to look at it like hey, it's like one of those classes like in middle school where you rotated classes to get ready to go to high school.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like one of those things. Mm-hmm. It's just, hey, this is how you play the game. So when you go to the NFL, you can play the game. Mm-hmm. But these kids getting paid millions of dollars, they won't make that in the NFL. They're getting paid more. That's why they want to stay in college.
Mm-hmm.
College, and they will if they ever go to the NFL.
It's crazy because I really believe everything you just said. NIL is ruining college football because guess what? The little bitty schools like the one that I went to, they're going to lose out on their good players because the bigger colleges now can come and spend the money on them. So then the little schools get left behind.
Yep. But hey,
so
it's all that matters is you get an education.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I got an education. I was mediocre at college football when I played in college. I was mediocre. I wasn't anything to freaking tilt your hat at.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to go to college to be the first college graduate of my family. Because AJ went, but AJ, he didn't. I think he has a couple more credits than he graduates. Mm-hmm. But AJ also played at UT. Did he tell you that?
He did. That's how we got into the discussion.
Yeah. But I tell him this. This is the best part. I was like, you didn't play. You were on the team. But then he throws back. I played more in front of more people in a scrimmage than you had all 4 years you played college ball. I was like, that's fair.
That's fair.
Instead of the SEC, we were the SAC. Mm-hmm. We were the South Atlantic Conference. Mm. But I got a ring though. I have a big old honking ring. We won our conference in COVID. AJ's not going to be like, AJ ain't going to say that's a COVID ring. It don't count. But when I won my ring, it was COVID, little COVID, 2020, I think.
It all counts, except if you're LeBron James. If you're LeBron James, it don't count. But the rest of it counts.
LeBron's the GOAT.
Oh no! Don't go there.
We'll go there.
Uh-oh.
What's your argument? Who's better than LeBron?
Well,
I can name 2 right now.
2? Ain't nobody better than LeBron. Go ahead and say MJ. Everybody says MJ.
And Kobe.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback because I'm a LeBron fan too, but I do feel like as far as the eras are concerned, you know what I'm saying? I do feel Kobe Bryant played in a tougher era than LeBron James did. Now, mind you, I feel like if LeBron James played in the same era as Kobe did, I
He would
do
have.
feel. No, I don't think he. I think he would have dominated, but I don't think he would dominate like he did in this era. I think it would have been a little bit more. It would have been a lot more tougher for James to do a lot of the things that he's doing now. Even at 23 years of his career, and I also feel like because he was able to get to that 23 years because of how this era is so different from the Kobe era or the Jordan era. Because I feel like if he played in those eras, he wouldn't have been able to get to 23 years. He would have. I would say like there would have been like at least a shave. You could shave off at least a good 5 years. Or 5
I mean,
years.
it's hard to say he's not the greatest when he broke a record that was never supposed to be broken.
Oh yeah, I give you that. I give you that.
Go ahead and say he shot more shots. Blah blah blah. It don't matter if the record got broken.
No, I don't discredit that at all. Like I told you, I'm a LeBron James fan. I
like getting people riled up. I really could care less who's the greatest basketball player of all time.
I'm not riled up at all. I'm just listening.
I'm not neither. I know that's been a debate for people for years about
decade, at least a decade.
Like who's better, Kobe, LeBron, or Jordan? You know what I'm saying? And people will always delegate with those ideas of who they feel is.
Well, the only argument with Jordan, it goes, he has 6 rings. He never lost in the finals. Okay, and that's all he's known for.
That's got to count for something, though. I mean, if we're going to give LeBron credit for breaking a record that should have never been broken, but it took him 20 years to do so, and it took Kareem less time to do it, then 6 and 0's got to count for something, right?
I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, a ring is just a paperweight.
And then on top of that, all the records of Jordans that LeBron broke, you got to remember, Jordan only played in the league for 13, 14 seasons, and he had those numbers that LeBron then broke at year 20, 21, 22, and 23. That's got to mean something, too.
I've been alive. I'm only 23. He's played as long as I've been alive.
Yeah, this dude next to me is 53.
You can put him
this
in the
guy. People in the comment section and people watching us live right now do not believe Dub. I am not 55 years old. He's ODing right now, yo. I am not 55 years old. Ain't no way. If I'm 55 years old and I look like this.
Don't let him lie to you, KC. The dude is 50 years old.
If I'm 50-something years old and I look like this, then that means God has definitely blessed me. Because I don't see too many 55 or 50-year-olds that look like this. Unless you're in Hollywood and you got that money for the plastic surgery and you're able to eat the fruits and berries and all that type stuff. So
that's that Coming to America stuff.
Wrestling.
So since you brought up the GOAT of basketball, so who's your GOAT of professional wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there can be a GOAT, one specific person in professional wrestling that can be a GOAT. I think people have these Mount Rushmores, but like Mount Rushmore always changes. Mm-hmm. Like you can always change Mount Rushmore because if you look at a promo, you got to think, Dusty Rhodes had a way of getting people feeling some type of way in his promos. You also got to think Rick Rude might not have done anything like promo-wise, but the way he's does stuff in the ring, his ring psychology when he was flexing his abs, had the airbrush tights, that's a different way. And it's like when you look at, I think today, like Roman Reigns probably has a mixture of all of them. He can cut one good promo. He's a great in-ring worker. But I wouldn't put one specific person on the GOAT status in wrestling, because wrestling, it's different eras. But it's also like what Dr. Thomas taught us, different flavors of ice cream. Like, some people might be like, Will Ospreay's the greatest of all time. I don't like personally how Will Ospreay wrestles, but he is really good. I don't like it, but that's just not my style. But it's all different flavors of ice cream. There's no one wrong way of wrestling. There's no one wrong way to do anything. It's just, I think you can't measure. I'm trying to think how I want it. You can't measure someone's success because it's wrestling. You can't go off success in wrestling at all. That's just the way I look at it, because, you know, we all know about wrestling.
Right. Wrestling is subjective.
You can't. It's sports entertainment. It's all about who can sports entertain somebody the best. Like the NFL. The NFL is a sports entertainment league. I'm just saying. What's the difference between NFL and WWE? That's all I'm throwing out there. I'm just throwing it out there.
So, do you think that the NFL is scripted? Just want to touch on that real quick.
100%. I think NFL and wrestling have a lot more in common than people think it does. Because if you look at it, the NFL says it's a sports entertainment league, not just a sports league. And so they're thinking, like, who's hot right now? Why do you think? I think the Chiefs aren't doing so hot because nobody wants to see the Chiefs three-peat. Why do you think that? Nobody wants to see them three-peat. Nobody wants to see them. I don't think that. Will they be the first NFL team in history to three-peat if they did?
I believe so. I don't know if anybody's done it, and if they did, it would probably be back in maybe like the 60s or 70s.
Well, so like, wait a minute. What about the Patriots? Didn't the Patriots win?
No, they never three-peated either.
They went 18-0 and lost the Super Bowl.
But
and that's the thing, and that also plays into what he was talking about too. Why didn't they let them tie the Dolphins, break the Dolphins record by going undefeated the entire season? That also plays into what KC's saying. So it makes perfect sense.
That's just a conversation I like. That's another riled up conversation I can get people going with.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good.
If you pay attention to the message boards on Facebook and X and all this other stuff, there's a handful of people out there that totally believe what you just said, and I am slowly but surely starting to enter that realm myself, because I'm like, why is it all of a sudden that the Chiefs aren't good this year?
I mean, if you look at it, Joe Burrow just came back and they won on a Joe Burrow comeback when he hasn't played in so long. Because Joe Burrow is, as the kids say, over with the NFL fans. Because I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. I liked LSU before Joe Burrow got there in 2019. I liked LSU when I watched Leonard Fournette play live. So that's one of I saw that. I became a big Leonard Fournette fan. And I liked LSU, and then I liked that when Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase were there. And so I've been a big Joe Burrow Jamar fan. So now I'm technically a Bengals fan. Is how people look at it. I just want Joe Burrow to do good because I like Joe Burrow.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I'm assuming. I guess he had a good game. I haven't heard anyone slander it. I've seen nothing but good things. But again, there's no GOAT in professional wrestling.
So I want to backtrack just a tiny bit because we had started talking about you playing football and stuff like that. So how was it for you transitioning from football to wrestling?
Stupid easy, way easier than it should have been. Like I'm so honest. Like it was way easier than it should have been. Like whenever I first got to Dr. Tom's class, Dad made a phone call and I got into class. I'm just going, that's a little privilege. Call it a Nepo baby or something, whatever the kids call it. Dad and Doc are just friends. But I didn't have to fill out because I was like, Dad, I want to wrestle. And so he was like, okay. I only knew one move, and it was the headlock takeover. So I knew how to fall down right. I knew how to do all that stuff beforehand. So like Dad not trained me, but like showed me some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew all the like not the basics, but like the fundamentals a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So like I wasn't going in there like blind. I was going in with some form of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got there, you can just tell Doc was like he like lit up because I was just picking it up way quicker and way easier than anybody. I had my first match. Take it as a training match. I had my first match 4 weeks into professional wrestling training.
Wow.
And I was doing moves that Doc didn't even teach us. I wrestled, I think, Dylan McQueen in a practice match because he walked in. It was like, Doc, I want to see if this kid really has it. I want to see if he's up to the hype everyone's making him up to be. And so I went in there. I was like, Dylan, I only know XYZ moves. He goes, just feel it. Go act off instinct. I said, okay. So we get in there. He called a clothesline back elbow spear.
Wow.
I didn't know how to do any of that shit. So I'm just going off how I watched it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a sink or swim moment. It's a fight or flight. And my fight kicked in. And that's where the spear was kind of like my finishing move for because I was a former football player. How wouldn't I told Dylan, I said, you're going to feel it. He goes, bring it. I said, okay. And so it was a football tackle for a spear. How I would tackle somebody is how hard I hit him.
Mm.
And so like, but after that, that's where like I kind of I think earned respect from him. And he was like, okay, the kid has something. And like there was something that I did in my graduation match. I don't consider that my graduation match. I don't consider that my first match. I consider it a graduation match. And so like there's something I did in the match. Like I don't like up here, out the window. I'm just reacting when I'm in the ring. I don't think. Of course, I'm thinking about what to do next, but I don't go out and be like, "This blah 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 blah." I'm not one of those guys. I feel in them. Like I like feeling in the moment. I like hearing what the crowd's reacting to. And there was a point where I was doing because I was doing chops in the corner. We went from one corner to the next, and someone caught it in the back. They were like, when I got back there, I obviously asked for feedback, and they went, "You did something nobody else in your class did. You played to the crowd." I was like, dude, I said, I'm out there, pasty white, in yellow tights. Because I was Captain Kurt Kazana when I started. Just to please my father.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big Trekkie. And so, like, I'm out there, yellow tights. But I'm wearing Bobby Eaton style trunks. I have trunks and tights.
Oh.
Which something you never see. And I'm like, yeah, what about it? I was like, I'm just feeling it. Like, I know we didn't call it, but I'm like, I'm just feeling it. And they were like, that's something that you shouldn't have been doing in your first match, in your graduation match. But my first ever match was against Toby Farley, which was phenomenal. Now, I never thought like I would wrestle him that quickly in my career because I grew up with Toby. He grew up with me. I'm always the kid that they forgot Joe had. It was like, but it wasn't like a bad thing because I was just Joe's other kid. And so whenever I started wrestling, like, oh, his other kid wrestles? Well, let's see if he's good as the other one. But when I wrestled, I did the Randy Orton Power Slam because they were like, I see you doing that. I was like, okay. And so, like, I hit that move, and they were like, that move should have never been that good when I hit it on Toby. Mm-hmm. Then we did a superplex in that match, which was so funny. First match, he called it. I said, sure. I'm not going to say no. Like, I know what some of these moves are. And so we were going up there, and I hear my dad covered his mouth, goes, what the F are y'all doing? And Toby Farley's giggling in my ear. And we hit the superplex, and it was just one of those funny things where we genuinely popped my father, which is something hard to do. Mm-hmm. And then who knew 6 months later I would be signed to the NWA? Who knew? It
was destiny.
Apparently, like it was. I am the definition of. I don't know if AJ told you this, but I'm the definition of right place, right time. whenever old rock and roll Ricky Morton tells the story, he goes, "It's all you always got to be in the right place at the right time." And he's like, "Look over there, KC, tell your story. Tell your story." And so, like, my right place, right time is like NWA 75 was happening. Mm-hmm. And they were already going to give me a dark match, like a tryout match, the 2 days of tapings. Mm-hmm. And so my brother's old partner went up, didn't do the greatest business move in the world. Next thing you know, AJ and his old partner they lost the U.S. tag titles. On the way down from St. Louis to Nashville, Billy's rewriting the whole story or the whole show for the next 2 days. Because AJ and his old partner was going to break the midnight record. And so Billy had to rewrite everything.
Wow.
And that Monday went by, nothing happened. They were going to give me the tryout the second day. And they were like, well, what if we just give his brother a chance in a tag match for the NWA United States Tag Team Championships? And I was like, and it was a main event on a Power where I was like, I don't know what to do. And so they told me, be grateful you're here. Just go out there and be grateful. I said, and he goes, and then they said, be the overzealous kid that's so happy to be here. I was like, okay, I can do that. Because I am. Okay. I'm genuinely happy. But I went out there, and that match is what got me, like, pretty much signed. That match got me to my they told me to be there. It was against Daisy Kill and Talos when they were the champions. And a little behind the curtain, 3 out of the 4 finishes pitched, we were winning. Imagine winning an NWA title in your debut at 6 months into wrestling, 21 years old. I'm already the youngest ever United States Tag Team Champion. But hey, I just work here.
Let me ask you this. At any point in time between you and your brother, if y'all decides to separate and go on singles runs, who do you feel out of y'all two would end up getting the title first? I'm talking about the heavyweight title in NWA.
Oh, the 10 pounds of gold?
Yeah. The Burt.
I would probably think I think AJ would get it before me.
Yeah.
That's just because he's huge. Have you seen? He's jacked. I will never tell.
Oh no, we watched him on television. We know. Yeah.
I think but it's like if you watch the tape back, is all I'm saying. It was when EC3 was champion. Mm-hmm. I wrestled EC3 for the 10 pounds of gold. Before AJ hasn't wrestled for the 10 pounds of gold his whole time in the NWA.
Wow.
I just want to put out there a little punch.
little jab and twist a little bit.
But I went out. There's a clip where I gave probably the deadliest arm drag apparently to EC3, and I locked it in. There's a video of him smacking the mat 3 consecutive times, which means tap out. Oh, the freaking comment section, because I think we put it on. It's the CW. The dirt sheets and like the fan saw that. They were like, KC should be the world heavyweight champion. EC3 tapped out. EC3 tapped out. EC3 tapped out. KC should be the champion. Mm-hmm. And so I should have been the youngest ever world heavyweight champion. But that's besides the point. If I think I have the quickness and the out of nowhere striking that could knock somebody up, that could knock a Thrill Billy off guard if he wasn't expecting it. Now AJ probably can outforce him, outbrawl him. But I wouldn't say I'm the technical one of the two of us because we both wrestle the same style. But I think it's really a toss up. But I think AJ would get it before me. In all honesty.
Well,
I like that World TV title a little too much. And I know Carson Drake is the youngest one ever at 25 years old. Mm-hmm. I'm only 23. I just want to beat his record to say I beat his record.
Stirring the pot, I see. I see you stirring the pot. Stir.
always cooking something.
Nah, I just wanted to ask that question because being brothers and tag teams, at some point, the story will go like brothers will go on different sides of the spectrum, and then who will get the title first or who will be this and that, and it happens all through wrestling. So that's why I said I asked that, but not for nothing. We speaking of the Thrillbilly, like I ain't going front, man. He gives me Sid Vicious vibes. Like
He looks phenomenal.
I know, like he gives me Sid Vicious. It's funny because I commented and said that, and a lot of people agreed with me. Like there's this one promo, I don't know, I forgot what episode it was, but they posted a promo on Instagram, and he was cutting his promo, and I swore up and down, I thought I heard Sid talking. I was like, yo, is that Sid Vicious? And I look, it was Thrillbilly, but I was like, yo, that gave me chills because I was like, yo, it sounds like the way he cut that promo was like the ruler of the world type of promo that he cut. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be the ruler of something.
Nah, but it was a dope promo. Like I had to give
Silas can cut one heck of a promo. He's a walking promo.
Yeah, no.
That's how you get better at him. When you're bored, you just cut him in the car, cut him in the mirror. Like this microphone over here. I can cut one on this microphone. It's hating on me, whatever. It took my kids. It took my title. And he just started cutting a promo.
yeah.
Like you head.
Nah, but it was pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting, yeah. So, okay, so I got this question, right? Who lifts the most out of you and your brother?
That's a pretty dumb question.
Why?
Have you seen him?
But I've seen him, but I'm saying, like, I've seen people just as big as your brother, and I've seen people smaller and they lift more. That's what I'm asking you.
I don't think we'll ever find out because him and I don't lift for maxes.
Okay.
That's just a number. Let me go in there. Let me listen to my own body. And I go for what people call show muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I ain't got to be strong. As long as I look on TV, I'll be all right. But I think if we're going like at one point, it's all about how much you weigh too. Like I know AJ was, I can't remember what he was pushing, but I was a senior in high school,
mm-hmm.
squatting I think I squatted 500 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I was deadlifting about 315. Mm-hmm. Benched almost was at 315. I was only 185 pounds in high school, by the way.
But what did I just say? You see what I'm saying? So it's a method to my question because that's what I'm saying. Like that's
I don't know what AJ probably has better numbers than me anyway. Like I'll give AJ the credit in lifting any day. I don't like working out. I have to do it for my job. It's a job to me, so I don't like doing it for fun. It's just a job. If I don't go to the gym, I don't get paid. That's how I look at it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Dub.
So are we going to see you guys take the belts off of Odinson and the Immortals?
Well, Odinson and Kratos are the Immortals.
Kratos. Yes, absolutely. I meant to say the Immortals. That's what I meant to say.
Last time, ever since me and AJ got in the NWA, every world champion's been ducking us when it comes to tag team wrestling. When Knox and Murdoch had it, ducking. BFT had it, ducking. I know Kratos is the most feared. He can probably really kick my ass. Odinson also looks like he would eat my head. But
pause.
They're yeah. Dirty mind down there. What side are you on? You're on this side, dirty mind. But they've been ducking. There's no, hey, all I'm saying, we got 2 sets of tapings when we go to Florida and not next week. Next weekend. It is next weekend. There's 2 shows. I'm throwing it out there. If they want to scrap, we'll scrap. It ain't gonna be this. If the Immortals and the Country Gentlemen wrestle, it will not be no technical Dean Malenko style chain wrestling. It's gonna be boots to ass wrestling.
It's gonna be a brawl.
It's gonna be nothing but meat slapping meat. Pause.
He go
It'll be nothing more than just straight brawling.
Yeah.
So,
Watch me and AJ wrestle. When's the last time you seen us put like a sharpshooter in? You don't ever see us put in any kind of submission holds unless it's going to choke you out. I'll put a rear naked choke in and just choke you out.
Well, not for nothing. When we talked to Psycho Boy, he said wrestle. He said wrestle to your size, like wrestle to your means. You know what I'm saying? So that makes a lot of sense. Like I wouldn't, honestly speaking, I wouldn't expect you guys, as big as you guys are, I wouldn't expect you guys to be doing a sharpshooter or Walls of Jericho or something like that. I wouldn't expect that from you guys.
There's one time where I go to the top rope and it's either on our Dead to Rights finish, which is a power bomb with me riding you down as clothesline. What's actually now I'm going to tell, because NWA, it was terrible because we don't hit that move often. So it's like it's one of those like we're going to kill you moves. And usually our regular gentleman's touch finishes it off. So, but we changed it from the Dead to Rights to more of a Power and Glory style, where it's a big last ride power bomb, and I'm coming over the top of AJ with the Macho Man elbow.
Okay,
it's pretty gnarly. But where was I going with that? What was the question? I don't know where I was going.
He had said something to you. What repeat what you said to him.
With that, CTE's one hell of a thing, boys.
No, I was saying I would. The last thing I said was like I wouldn't expect you guys to do any technical.
I do a springboard crossbody, which is I spring from the second rope to the top rope and turn around for a crossbody.
Oh,
that's the only time you'll ever see me do a springboard anything.
Wow.
So I don't trust myself to get up there. And it was like when I remember training at it, and I was like, Doc, I'm going to try this. Thank God we had 3 people there, and I was one of them. We had another big guy that took the move, and we had another guy that stood on the outside getting ready to catch me just in case I died. But that's the only time you'll ever see me go to the top rope. The only 2 times you'll ever see me go to the top rope. It's not saying that I can't. I just don't want to.
Well, not for nothing. I have seen, especially in this era, but I have seen hybrid wrestlers of you guys' size that have done some death-defying moves and completed them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I always seen it. I always liked it and seemed like it's pretty cool to see bigger guys do these like luchadoric type of moves and pull them off. Like Brian Cage, a prime example. I seen Brian Cage do some crazy off the wall stuff. He's big and he's a big dude.
Do a Hurricane Rana.
Huh?
Well, I said I can do a Hurricane Rana.
Oh, but I've seen him do other Hurricane Rana. I mean, Hurricane Rana is pretty hard pretty tough to do for a bigger person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I can, I want to. Why would I pull out a move where I can just see this club, bam, across the back, does the same job.
Yeah, so but yeah, like I said, I wouldn't expect you guys to do stuff like that. But if I did see it, I would be like, yo, that's fire. That's fire if you guys pull it off.
AJ now does a timber elbow drop from the second rope.
Timber elbow drop. What would that elbow drop look like? Like Macho Man like elbow drop or Shawn
Michaels
on the
like? Rope. He gets both feet on one side. The person's out there. He timber falls, big elbow right on him.
Okay. Yeah.
That's part of our 3 moves of doom.
Okay.
Yeah. Greatest leg drop. I have the greatest leg drop in professional wrestling. We do a flapjack move, and then AJ's elbow drop.
Mm.
Our flapjack move consists of me getting tagged in, running over, pow, right in the kisser to the person on the other side, and AJ is flapjacking me onto the person laying down.
Mm.
And I weigh like 240.
Mm.
And he gets me up. Like I'm way higher than the top rope.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
It's terrifying. The first time we practiced it, I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm too high. This is too high up.
Mm-hmm.
But then the camera comes on, the red light comes on, and I'll do anything.
So I have brought up about going for the tag team titles against the Immortals. If you could say one thing right now to the Immortals, what would that be?
It'd be Kratos, Odinson, give us the shot we are worthy of. How can we be? AJ's a 2-time, one of the only 2-time in the Lightning One era United States Tag Team Champions. I'm the youngest one ever. Do you not? They don't want me to be the youngest World Tag Team Champion ever. I think that's what it is. I think they're jealous. I don't know. They're both pretty good. They're both pretty good looking. They're both pretty jacked. I don't want to. They'll kick me. They'll beat me up. But hey,
especially Odinson.
I would say like the one phrase I would say was give us the shot we deserve. Because
Immortals.
I've been there for going on my whole career. So 3 years in March, I've been there. AJ's been there for about 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Or about 3 to. We've been there about. I want to say he's been there about 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's probably pushing it. I think it's time for just us to just give us a shot. Maybe I think they're scared. I think they're scared of Papa Joe. I think they're scared of Dad. That's what it is. They don't like old people. They're scared of Dad. Confirmed. Kratos and Odinson don't like old people.
Y'all heard it here first. They don't like old people. So I know you. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
Randy Orton. He's a generational kid. Or he's not even a kid. He's a generational man. He does everything he doesn't move for no reason. He does everything with a purpose. Mm-hmm. When he's selling a move, does it with a purpose. When he's getting ready to hit the RKO, he hits it with a purpose. Mm-hmm. Back when he did the punt kick, he punted for a purpose. He did everything with the purpose. And he's the youngest world champion of all time. Mm-hmm. I still think he holds that record. I believe
you're correct. I believe you're correct.
And he's another fellow youngest champion of all time. Mm-hmm. But I think Randy Orton does promos he cuts one good promo. His ring psychology is an A. Promos an A. In-ring work's an A. He's my favorite wrestler of all time.
There you go. Mr. Randall Keith Orton. Okay, so we actually did a show on this very topic right here. I kind of asked your brother about it. He didn't really care about it either way because we know where the real title lays. What is your opinion on the AEW national title and you guys having the national title?
Mike Mondo is the one true national heavyweight champion of the world. Mike Mondo is the one true national champion ever. Belts are just props. Give me money.
Were you one of the, because because I know Brian Idol and Mike Mondo, they have been very outspoken about this issue.
Mm-hmm. I
do you,
don't social. I could care less.
oh, well, there's that.
What is it? What's the saying I'm looking for? Imitation is a form of flattery. If Tony Khan wants to be the NWA so bad, let him take our titles, apparently. Like, you already have too many belts as it is in AEW. So what is your Continental title? What is that? What is there? What's the other one? They have another stupid one. What is it? That means the same thing.
BNT?
Sure. Whatever that is. I don't watch AEW. I don't know. I just know they have way too many belts. That's all I see on the dirt sheets. They have way too many belts. And I go to count them. There's a lot of belts. But Mike Mondo and the NWA national title is the only national title, in my opinion, of professional wrestling.
Have you seen the AEW national title?
Oh, I've seen it. It looks just like the old NWA national title when it first started. The same one, the man, the myth, the legend, Austin Idol carried. But imitation, that's a form of flattery. They're copying us form of flattery. Like whenever I see people wearing white and gold gear, hey, thanks for the compliment, pal. Like Jackson Drake wearing white and gold on NXT. Hey, I know where you got it from. Thank you. He's my dog. He's my boy. I like Jackson. We're friends.
You talking about?
I was about to say, I smell something cooking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think we've ever had the chance to wrestle. We've been on same shows. We've been on the same. We've been at NWA at the same time. We just never got the chance to wrestle. Because once they formed the tag team, he pretty much got snatched up by the WWID program immediately. Which I think Jackson, he's probably one of the futures of WWE.
Nah, he's really good.
Same thing
awesome.
with our guy Javon Evans. He's just a great kid. I have to put AJ over right here. When I met Javon, I knew him as Jay Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
But when I met him, I was like, he goes, Javon Jay, I don't know what you know me as. I go, I'm AJ Cazana's little brother. Whole demeanor changed. Now we're boys. Now we're buddies. But I think him, if they give Channing Stacks Lorenzo a shot, I think that would be. He's a JPWA alum, by the way, same trainer. If they were just to give him a shot, they would be like, "Oh, this kid he's not even a kid, but this guy's got it." But I think Jackson, Sean Legacy's another one. He's WWID.
Sean Legacy's dope, man.
Not only a good wrestler, a great person, but I'm more tight with Jackson Drake. So I just hope the best for all my friends. I hope he makes millions and millions of dollars one day. Just so he knows who was there for him when he started. So hey, I know where you are. I mean, throw me a couple. Ain't got a million. It can be like, just give me like 100,000. We'll call it a day.
Couple hundred G's.
I'll be fine with just 100. I'll be fine with just 100,000. But there's a lot of people, in my opinion, that have the potential to make wrestling great again. And it starts like there's some good people on the Evolve program. Like I don't watch it, but I just listen to what Jackson says. But there's a lot of people in wrestling that are young. Like right now, wrestling is like everyone that's good is young, which is insane. I know the TNA World Champion is what is it, Frank? I'm gonna butcher his last name.
Frankie Kazarian.
Sure, but he's one of the older champions right now. Same thing with like Punk and all of them. But like Silas, I think Thrillbilly's only 32, 33, 34. Like, he's not that old. Cody's not that old. You have, like, your stars right now in all the companies are not old. Which being old's not a bad thing. Like, I don't want to go on like people make it sound like it's a bad thing. But it's just like people want to see, like, I'm 23. I want to see a 23-year-old go crazy somewhere. I want to see someone of my generation go crazy. Like, if I'm not the one, let somebody else be it. I just want wrestling to be great again, like how it was in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. And there's a lot of names on the indies right now that's not picked up by anywhere, and it's a crime they're not picked up. Like, there's a Tyler Shoup, one of my good buddies, looks like $1 million freaking dollars, but hasn't been picked up anywhere. One of my buddies, what's his name? Connor Martin. He's a brand spanking new, maybe wrestling for a year, but there's something there with him. Logan Grove, another kid that if you just give these people opportunities, you could see what they could do. If you just if you just give them an opportunity and just see what they could do, you would be really satisfied with how they produce. That's just they're Tyler Shoup. He's been my buddy for since we started. He was my first like main real feud in wrestling. And so like we've obviously had enough. We've just clicked immediately. We're both former college athletes. He played at Penn State. Not want to get into it. If you know, you know. But we've been real tight ever since. And I want all my boys to succeed. That's just me. I don't care about I obviously would love to be a world champion. I would just want all my if you're at my table, I want you to eat is kind of basically what I'm saying.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think I think that's pretty cool. But I also feel like too, like, you know, being a competitor yourself, you know, if you ever
They're not. I'll put them over. They're not better than me, but I'll put them over like that. Because at the end of the day, I just either need. I use a couple berry moves to end somebody. It takes one clothesline. The lightning line is what people call it. Apparently, I get no one's ever kicked out of it, so I throw one mean clothesline, more of Stan Hansen lariat, or I'm big enough I'll just drop you on your neck with a pile driver. One of the two. It don't matter if it's a regular or a KC driver or a package pile driver. I'm a big pile driver fan. But they're not. I love them all to death, but they're not better than me, and they know that.
I was getting ready to say that. I was like,
but I'm saying it's a crime. They're not.
Yeah, I was getting ready to. I was just when.
I got a method to the madness.
Yeah. Yeah, just what you were saying, I was like, wait a minute, but you know, as a singles competitor, you know.
At the end of the day, Cazana greater than anybody.
Yeah.
You're a good promo. How did you put your promo? How did you learn to put your promos together? Because some of the stuff that you're saying comes off like a promo, also.
Yeah, I'm just talking. That's all. A promo is just talking. That's all. Like, at the end of the day, it's me just talking about some person or just something. But it's like, if you're scared to cut a promo, like I used to be terrified to cut a promo, but then I'm like, I'm still learning how to cut one. So it's like, okay, like I'm still new. Like no one's really gonna shit on me for this. But it's like, I cut promos with my dad and my brother all the time. Like whenever we're down there, we're just promoing back and forth. But it's not. I think it's just me talking. It's just me. Because I know how to. I don't know what it is. When I cut a promo, I can make you feel something. Apparently, that's what I've been told. Like I know there's a show Prodigy Pro Wrestling did, and when I cut the promo, I cut and got posted. He was like, the promoter texted me. He was like, I never had more people buy a pre-sale ticket after your video than ever. I said, apparently I did my job. Put asses in seats. That's all I can do.
There you go.
And so, like, my purpose of a promo is if I can't talk you in the door, I'm not doing a good job. A lot of people really just want to see me get my ass kicked, which is fine. I'm an arrogant, snot-nosed kid that spoiled to death, Nepo baby, XY, you name it, I'm it. Hey, phrase it. Let me rephrase. Don't name anything. But anything I said. But it's just me talking to a camera. So I'm really just talking to nobody is how I picture it.
One of my last questions, how did the nickname White Lightning come across?
AJ I remember the show, it was KC Cazana for SBCW, which RIP, they're not a company anymore. But they were the company that first started, gave me a shot. And I just got tagged with AJ. Obviously, KC Cazana, I need something in front of it. I need something that'll, catch the attention. And so AJ was like, well, nobody uses White Lightning anymore. It's lightning, not lightning. Drop the G.
That's that country stuff. That's country.
And he was like, why don't you just go with that? And I looked at Dad. I was like, well, I don't know if y'all know who White Lightning Tim Horner is. He's an East Tennessee guy. I know, showing respect for wanting to use someone's name. Him and Dad are real good buddies. And he called Dad, or Dad called him and was like, hey, my son wants to use White Lightning. Is that cool? If not, he won't use it. And he was like, I would love for KC. It would be honored for KC to use it. Mm-hmm. And so now that's pretty much where AJ came up with it. It was like, no one using it. So let's just get it. And so that's where White Lightning KC Cazana came from, because it has a good ring to it. Like, AJ is the brute AJ Cazana. I'm White Lightning. It just shows that we're both separate people, but one, if that makes sense.
Perfectly.
It gives us personalities in the tag team. So I couldn't just be KC Cazana. What is that? Like, what? You got to have a nickname. Or at least a moniker. Mine's White Lightning because I can strike fast, strike out of nowhere. And the way I strike, you can't even see it. It's so fast. But I think it just shows that AJ's the brute, so he's going to go in and be more, give him one of these, give him one of these, give him one of these kind of people. And I'm the one that's like, he's going to brawl with you and beat the shit out of you. And I'm more of I'm just going to hit you quick and you don't even know. It just shows that are both different forms of athleticism with the both of us, in my opinion, in the name.
Mm-hmm. Being the Cazana brothers, who is the better football player?
I mean, if you look at it, AJ would say him because he played D1, but I played more years of college than AJ. I mean, it's really a toss-up. It's really, I think, a toss-up because in high school I was good in high school. Should have been, a lot of XYZ factors in high school. It was stupid. My quarterback was a 3-time Mr. Football finalist in the state of Tennessee. He only won it once. I said, brother, how do you get nominated 3 times, only win the 1 time? Mm-hmm. But so that's a lot of competition with him. But it's also, we played 2 different positions. AJ was your offensive line, defensive line. In high school, I played everywhere but the line. At one point, I was the X receiver, Y receiver, Z receiver. One point, I was the backup quarterback for like 5 games, and they were like, you had no idea you were the backup quarterback. Like, if the starter got hurt, you were it. Because our backup got hurt. Because I went to a small school in high school, so it's like our backup quarterback was also our Y receiver, or little slot. And so and they were like, yeah, there's more times then you know you were the backup quarterback. I said, guys, I can't throw the football. I was like, I'm not accurate. They said, we don't need you to be, just run in. I was like, that's fair. But AJ played offensive, defensive line. I played tight end, fullback, running back, receiver, linebacker, inside, outside. Never played safety, never played corner, but I could. It was just we're both two different positions, so I don't really think we're the both the best Cazana representations of offensive line and skill position.
That's fair.
AJ's
That's fair.
lineman, player.
If you guys hold on before I go there, do you prefer to be babyface or heel?
Don't matter to me. Whatever pays me the big bucks.
I know that's right. Money talks, bullshit walks. So if you guys were to split up, who would be the heel? Who would be the babyface in your eyes?
Well, the way AJ says, I'm a better Ricky Morton than him. So I think I would probably end up being the good guy out of the two because I'm the baby brother. Everyone's going to have more sympathy for the baby. And AJ's just, there's not anything you can like about him looking at him. If your first initial, like, I can say that because he's my brother. The first initial look at AJ, you're like, F this guy. Then you look at me and you're like, oh, he could be all right. But I think I would be the baby face with Dad. Dad would turn face for me because I'm the baby of the family. Then go with me, and AJ would be the dastardly heel to go find an Austin Idol or somebody to manage him. So I think that's how it would work. I'd be the Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff was the baby face. I'd be the Jeff Hardy.
And then you can go on and be the youngest champion.
No, I couldn't be the youngest world champion now because I'm old. I'm older than Tommy.
23 is not old.
23 is definitely not old.
Tommy Rich won it when he was 22.
No, okay.
Well, no, he won it when he was 23, but I don't think I can win it before April.
Okay,
so
that makes more sense.
I can't be the youngest world champion of all time. I can be, or the youngest world heavyweight champion of all time. I can definitely be the youngest world tag team champion of all time. That's coming up. If we just get a shot, that's all. All we need is a shot.
Immortals, give these two men a shot. That's all they want is a shot.
It was fun. Technically, I don't know if it's in kayfabe or not. I don't know if it's in the story. Okay, I can say that. It's in the dictionary. Ask Jim Cornette. Me and AJ we beat Silas Mason and Kratos in a tag team match when we were at a grilled cheese festival in Sacramento, California. It's on the record. We've beaten both world tag team champ, one half of the world tag champs, and the world champion. I mean, don't ask me how we won because there might have been a little branding iron involved, but I'm just saying.
I see where you're going.
Throwing it out there.
I see where you're going. Because then that should put one of you two in contention for the world champion, and both you guys should be in contention for the tag team.
Hey, our dad's the president. We can do whatever the hell we want to.
Good point. Good point. Before I ask my last question, go ahead, bro.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm done with
my
question.
Before I ask my last question, is there anything that Mr. KC Cazana would like to promote, plug in, or anything like that?
Follow me on social media. I TikTok live every once in a while, and I would like the TikTok live viewers. I Twitch every once in a while too. If you just search Dana, we'll be all right.
We tried to find. I know I tried to find you personally on TikTok, and I couldn't find. I found your brother, but I couldn't find yours.
It's Cazana. I think it's Cazana KC. But I can always look.
Okay.
Like 2 seconds. It's a pain. I'm the technical whiz. I got 2 monitors over here. Let me look. I think it's just Cazana KC.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's just Cazana KC, and then my Twitch is just KC_Cazana.
Okay. I'll go back.
Very
I'll go.
creative with these names, if you can't tell. Yeah, follow me.
Okay, I got you. Got
Do
you,
it.
because we follow you on our main channel, on our main page, as far as Instagram, but gotta look for you on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, I stream. Like, when I stream, it's like me playing video games because I love video games. And so it's
Okay.
like I tell people I could be out partying and doing drugs, but I would rather sit here in my chair and play a video game.
Okay. Let me ask you this before he gets to his last question. Let me ask you this. What type of video games do you prefer? Fighting, sports, or adventure?
I like them all. I'll play them all. Like, I think my most recent game I've been playing COD, obviously, because Black Ops 7 just came out. You got to do a camo grind because, why not? I play little Arc Raiders. It's kind of like a third-person shooter. You're raiding stuff. It's very cool. I would recommend looking it up.
Okay.
Big Fortnite. Dude, I like Fortnite.
Okay.
But I just like saying I like Fortnite. I played Fortnite when it came out originally.
Mm-hmm.
So Fortnite's been around for a minute, and I've been playing it ever since.
Wow.
But I like them all. Like, I think my favorite, I like the Arkham Asylum. Like, I literally like Arkham Asylum trip, the Arkham series. Like, I got a Batman Funko Pop with the Arkham Asylum in the background.
Yeah.
Of literally the cover. And so, like, all of them. I'm saying I like my mouse pad's Mortal Kombat theme. Is Mortal Kombat mouse pad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else. I like them all.
That's cool. That's cool.
You get a more of a variety of audience if you play variety games.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. That's very, very true. Go ahead, Doug.
So my last question is, I ask this at the end of every show. If you could see somebody on the Ring, Ropes, and Turnbuckle podcast, who would that person be? But KC Cazana has to help us get that person on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can probably get. I don't know. I'd probably say Heath Slater if you haven't interviewed old Heathy baby yet.
That would be fire.
That would be super fire. Yeah.
I think he liked the post that I collabed with y'all in. I'm pretty sure he liked it.
Which one?
Like, the only one I think we've collabed. I'm pretty sure he liked it.
Oh, okay. He
What
probably
about the
did.
promo video?
That son of a gun never likes my regular posts.
Oh yeah.
He always likes collab in. Like, there was one where someone, like, it's our guy that makes graphics over. He makes our graphics in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a post of him doing the KC leg drop with the KC strut. And Heath likes it. And he texts me and screenshot it. He says, I can't believe Heath Slater just liked this. I go, yeah, he doesn't like any of my regular shit. But yeah, I'd probably say Heath Slater. Because I know y'all just had not just that, but you had Odyssey, wasn't it? Odyssey Jones?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Odyssey was on there.
I think He's one good. He's a good time.
Cool. Does he have a email, or do you think we can get us the email?
I mean, I think he has the email on his Instagram, or he just email on Instagram, one of the two.
Okay.
Whatever he replies to, I don't know. He has his little Major Bendies that just came out. I said, I want one. I slept and said, give me one. And he just react. I was like, I'm not playing, Heath. I want one.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to reply to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Slater.
Okay.
I will definitely reach out to him.
Okay. Yeah.
And if he doesn't, we tried to get him booked on Prodigy Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I cussed the promoter up and down. Oh my god. He was like, I can't do this date, but I can do this one if you could change your date for your show. I texted him. I was like, so we're changing the date. He goes, the promoter texts me back, we can't do that. I said, are you shitting me right now? Taking the promoters, he's a close friend, so I cussed him out. I cussed him a new one. I said, if you have a chance to get Heath Slater, you book him. Also, I told the promoter, I was like, here's a list of 5 guys I want to work. He came to WrestleCade this past weekend, met all of them. He said, which one do you want to work first? I said, Killer Cross. I want him.
Ooh.
You talked about Kratos. Like the match that put me on Killer Cross was him and Kratos did a blood sport. And I was like, I can get, I literally told him at WrestleCade, I was like, I can get behind this guy. Like, that's the match that popped me the most, that made me a fan of you, is what I told him. I was like, it made me a fan of you, and I'm a fan of your work.
Okay,
and I think he likes me. I think Killer likes me. He popped big every time I'd say something. So I walked over, I was like, I didn't want to be that guy to be like, hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you while you're getting dressed and preparing for a match. And he busted out laughing. I think I'm over.
I will say this real quick. You didn't do it, but I'll do it for you, KC. You can thank me later. Y'all go follow KC Cazana on Instagram. On his story, he has a link where you can go vote for the 2025 Deep South Indie Wrestling Award, and y'all can vote for the Tag Team of the Year. And make sure you vote for the Country Gentleman.
Country Gentleman.
Do it. I forgot all about that because I don't care about these. I don't care about awards. I just want to go win titles and kick some ass. If I can win an award on the way.
You never know. If you win this award, that might put you in the line for a tag team championship.
It could put us up on these indie lists.
It could. We don't care, remember?
I rolled.
But seriously, y'all go follow KC Cazana on Instagram. If you message him, he will get back to you. I messaged him from our podcast, and he got right back to me within a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody's always on their phone. They're just making an excuse not to text back.
And it was your brother. It was your brother that said, hey, I would like to get a hold of your brother. And AJ was like, have you tried Instagram? I was like, I sent him an email. He was like, no. He's always on Instagram. Message him on Instagram.
It's true.
My phone's always here. Yeah. I'll see an email every once in a while. I'm like I probably won't respond. Like, it's going to be really rare if I respond to an email.
And sure enough, he was right.
Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll put my phone down, gone, out of the brain. I'll forget to text somebody. I do that all the time.
What's funny about that is that I'm still waiting on a response back from Odinson. Like, we were getting everything set up, and then I sent him one last message about the dates that we have available. Hadn't heard back from him since. I'm like, ooh.
Odie.
It's all good, though. We understand that you guys get really busy. You know, this is a busy industry where you guys are constantly on the go. So we understand that. And so if I don't hear back from them, I don't take no offense to it.
Yeah. AJ and I are usually hooked up Friday through Sunday a lot of the times. So it's always like we're always traveling, doing some other BS throughout the week. Like, I really can't talk about what I'm doing tomorrow, but off stream I will. Off live I will.
Uh-oh.
But like stuff like we're just doing throughout the week, and it's just insane.
And we get that. You guys get busy. I mean, especially if you're not part of one of the bigger companies, like if you're not part of a WWE or an AEW or something like that, you guys you still have to make money. So you guys are busy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to say thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for responding as quick as you did.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody's, like I said, everybody's always on their phone. They just don't want to text back. They're making some excuse. It's the ego. People have egos. That's all it is.
Ethan Page, all ego. But seriously though, thank you for coming on the show. It really means a lot to us, and it means a lot that you took time out of your busy schedule to come on here and just have a conversation with us for a little bit.
Yeah, I love talking. I think I love hearing my own voice sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. We are gratefully appreciative, for the opportunity for you coming on here and talk to us and give us some family history. I learned a lot of stuff today. I learned a lot. Now I gotta go back a few episodes and watch NWA on, and catch up on certain things that I didn't pick up on the last time. Because you taught me a few things today that I did not pick up on. So now I know.
I'm a teacher of sort.
I know. Yeah. But that was it for this evening. We got KC Cazana was in the building with us. We appreciate him for coming aboard and chopping it up with us tonight. Look out, because Friday we got a legend that is going to be sitting down with us in the name of Buff the Stuff, Buff Bagwell. He will be with us on Friday. Buff Daddy's going to be with us on Friday. So make sure you guys tune in and check us out for that interview. It is going to be fire. And he got a lot to talk about. So we're looking forward to that. Once again, we appreciate you, KC, for being in the building with us. Don't make it your last time when you and your brother get them tag belts. We want to see y'all back here on this show so y'all could talk y'all ish for sure. You know what I mean? So once again, we appreciate y'all. Anything else you have to say before you bounce out?
I'm good. I ain't got nothing else. I talked a lot already.
Okay. All right, so we appreciate you. That is the show. It's your boys, podcast tag champs of the world. We'll be back with another one. Salute.
And that wraps up another explosive edition of the podcast. Join us next week as the road to the championship continues.
This is the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast, your home for real pro wrestling talk.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, we the champs. Thanks for listening. We gone.